What's that thing they do? The vocal thing where you're sort of like.
Me meet mama. Peter Piper. Peter Piper. Right, how are we introducing them?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, for Christ's sake, we need to do
this
something.
This is a classic Vodafone ad from 2017. It's got Jon annoyed, for reasons we'll discuss later. During the course of the video, we're going to watch a video 10 times, and we're going to ramble over it for the duration. And presumably someone will want to watch this, because
top quality.
If we build it, they will come.
That's famously, if you do anything, people will flock to it and love it.
People will participate in your content.
That's all it requires.
So yeah, like, subscribe.
What have we
become?
Right, 3, 2, 1, activate. That was a lot louder than I anticipated.
Definitely not.
Where they're dropping off their shopping.
Keep packing.
They're two different people.
Are they not in a thing?
No.
Okay.
No, they're different cars. Look, he's got his goofy little white car.
I'll call the police.
They're just two innocent bystanders who happen to be delivering their shopping to this weird underground car park at the same time, and it's food shopping.
Yeah.
So they've driven to some sort of urban supermarket, gone to a shady car park.
I suppose it's like a.
And they're quite. I mean, they're not like thugs. What were they asking for?
I don't really know. I don't really know what crime they've done. We'll find out.
We'll find out the 6th or 7th time if we start paying attention.
His prawns are already ruined.
Was he just standing there the whole time, just waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that will happen several times. The compression aspect. Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah. Oh, they smiled at each other.
So the demands.
Keep packing. I finished. We'll unpack it.
Huh?
Okay. Prawns aren't gonna last long in this heat.
In this boiling hot underground car park, famously warm places.
We'll never get reception.
Hold on.
It's okay.
Is there a problem? No. It's no problem.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I'm missing their demands.
Anyway, I don't think. Because you wouldn't even get reception.
It's hard to know what crime these people have committed.
Well, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just
why they're basically making themselves as visible as possible by berating random people in this car park.
I'm on Vodafone.
He goes, keep packing. Then he goes, then unpack it. Then
yeah. Do they
Then
think?
we
Do they think
must be
there's someone
missing something,
else?
because this is obviously quite a high production value advert, and there must be some.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
thought
just
behind
the
it. Okay.
Martin Freeman alone.
Black
Cost
car.
several £1,000s.
So
Oh, it was.
darkness.
Oh, it's chasing. No, I thought they were chasing someone else, and then they.
I think the feds are chasing them. So they've committed a crime obviously beforehand. Maybe they've.
Oh, maybe they just don't want people to notice they're there.
But they're being really obnoxious about it. Keep packing. It's just like.
We'll unpack.
Yeah.
Also-
So why has she rung the police? As far as she's concerned, they haven't done anything wrong. She doesn't know about this earlier thing that they're running away from. She's
I
judging.
Yeah, she is, but they are being a bit suspicious. They're making demands. Keep packing. Then unpack it then.
They just seem like bastards, you know.
Because you wouldn't even get reception.
Well, yeah, I think that's the idea. Yeah.
You would ring the police if someone's being a bastard.
Stop talking.
I mean, come on. She immediately, first sight of people pulling up in a car
black
park.
car, and then she's.
It's just like, oh, maybe it's a private car park. Maybe only she and him are allowed in it. That's why they're in people in there.
I quite like that. I mean, it's mostly empty.
They
so
taped the area off. What are they gonna? It's open and shut. They were the people they were chasing. They pulled into the car park. What, you need to get forensics in? What are they going to find out? Yes, they were in here.
Classic. He's a classic goofy dad figure, isn't he, Martin Freeman? He's hatless.
Also, do you
he's
notice
got a
how
weird
they-
outfit, tiny little goofy car?
Pulling in and then reversing it because then he's going to be right next to
Then
him.
they can have a nice shot.
Yeah,
for
they
a
can have a
shot.
conversation. Look, them two, they've pulled in normally. They wouldn't
Yeah.
dick about trying to line it up perfectly, back themselves in.
It's okay.
I think of all the places to pull into, they've pulled into these criminals who are trying to keep a low profile. Pulled into the place with the most profile in the entire car park. This place with weirdly two people are both packing full trolleys of shopping into their cars. There's a bunch of unused cars back there. They could have easily just parked behind them, but they're like, nah, we'll park between these two.
So, but what was their game plan from there on in?
What was their end game?
Wait a second. Did she even call the police? Because the police were chasing him. They were having a conversation about calling the police, and then immediately the police car comes in.
police are in the
What's
area.
more likely, that she's rung the police, they've immediately patched it through, and a squad car has come down to investigate, or the people who are looking for them were just communicating and said, "Oh, we think the helicopter's
Well,
telling us
that's
he's
what's
pulled
happened,
in."
Yeah.
So what's the whole? Where's the phone coming on
We'll
this?
unpack it.
She never actually calls anyone.
I think they hear the police call. I mean the sirens,
Yeah.
It's okay.
and they run off
It's no problem. No, she was just calling.
because he's like, you two are not allowed to have a conversation.
Because you wouldn't even get reception down here. Who does your suits?
So okay, so
I suppose it's like a.
it's only just to stimulate the conversation about, oh, you wouldn't get bars down here. But yeah, she never actually at any point makes a phone call.
I'm on Vodafone.
Full bars.
Oh, did she quietly call the
No,
police?
no, she doesn't. I was watching her like a hawk the entire time. She's standing there with like a hand there.
Vodafone.
She would have to literally have made the entire phone call within 4
Yeah, but I mean,
seconds.
has she texted the police?
No. So
there's
think
actually no contact with the police in this
No,
this
and
advert
I-
about people contacting the police.
maybe I was wrong before. It's still misleading, but in just a more confusing way.
Something I've noticed here.
Hmm.
She is walking Vodafone, this woman. Look at her car, her outfit, it's all red. It's all Vodafone red. They probably have a name for this colour, Vodafone. She's like,
It's like a paid Pantone sort of colour.
yeah, she's just look at all her stuff. Everything's the fucking colour of the Vodafone logo.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
She wasn't even calling.
But
Old Hapless, he's orange, isn't he? Obviously, he's on orange. That's why he has no bars.
is Orange even a thing anymore? Aren't they bought by O2?
EE,
EE.
rip.
I'm on Vodafone.
Full bars.
So anyway, the thing that brought you to this advert was that the premise is,
What is that guy doing with that briefcase of like forensic equipment? Why are they investigating the scene? There has been no crime taking
maybe
place at
we're
this
not paying
scene.
attention enough. Maybe there's something that has come out of that car.
Keep packing.
I finished.
We'll unpack it.
That is an odd request.
Yeah, that is. What's he trying to get?
Not gonna last long in this heat.
No, I think he wants them to just act normal.
By bumbling around looking terrified at,
It's okay.
and then gets out of the car. He's like, yeah, this will keep a low profile. I'll start on this random man.
Surely you pull in and then just peg it into the shopping centre or whatever it is we're apparently in.
Suppose it's like a.
You know, at least get into like an elevator or a stairwell.
No, they're going to sit in the car and start having fights with people, and then just scarper really visibly as soon as the feds start.
I'm on Vodafone.
Towards the way they came in, which was presumably
Oh no! I think,
Oh,
I
there's
think
a case of
suitcase full
diamonds.
Diamonds.
the classic suitcase full of diamonds.
Coverage on our most reliable
course.
network ever. Vodafone. Power to you.
That was, again, needlessly subtle.
Mm.
Maybe you're right though. Maybe there's another advert in this. No, why would there be so many
No,
adverts
no.
about these random diamond thieves?
No, I think Martin Freeman is the linking asset between the adverts.
Keep packing.
I think I saw one of the other adverts.
I mean, these guys clearly have resources. These robbing fellas.
I'll call the
Would you send 2 people on a diamond heist?
We'll never get reception.
I feel like you could have probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, and would
don't-
you not have more getaway cars?
Yeah,
Would you not have
maybe-
more
maybe
of a
they already have.
plan?
Maybe the diamonds are split up between cars. You know, you don't know what's going on. These are just 2 people in a getaway car. Perhaps one of many.
I've just stolen lots
They're
of diamonds.
carrying lots of diamonds. in a
Best make sure that
briefcase.
this man gets a really good look at my face, and also I need to stand up next to him so he knows exactly how tall I am. It's a very key description of what I look like,
I
my
want, I want him
voice,
even to touch my
my
suit.
accent.
Who knows the fabric I'm
Outstanding
wearing?
indoor coverage on our most reliable network ever. Vodafone. Power to you.
Most reliable network. So, what we take away from this entire advert is I had 4 bars. But there was nothing else, not to any end.
Yeah. So the entire meaning here, what they're trying to convey to you is that if you have a phone on Vodafone, you're more likely to have signal.
We'll unpack it.
That's the motto of this whole saga, and the sort of medium for that is.
And that's the thing, and
Freeman,
then- but then-
and a really convoluted plot about a sort of bungled getaway.
And as we were saying before, the crux of all of this is, at the end of the day, she's trying to call the police, which is the one service. If you're calling, it doesn't matter
Yeah, the single application.
which company is supplying your SIM card, because 999 calls go
Yeah,
through
they-
all available
It
masks.
wouldn't matter.
That's the thing. So this already means so little, and the one thing it does matter with, it doesn't matter.
The question is it a deliberate? Are they deliberately trying to imply
I can't believe it. That's
that-
flying close to the sun, isn't it?
that you're better buy Vodafone? Otherwise, you're not going to be able to ring the police when.
I think at the end of the day, the budget for this and the fact they got Martin Freeman in, this is just they want you to remember this advert, and it almost isn't important what message it's sending. All they want you to do is remember this advert and remember it's Vodafone.
Unpack it.
That's and the rest of it's just kind of I don't know, trying to be mildly entertaining. Are they trying to get all like the Sherlock fans to come and watch it on YouTube?
Reception down here.
It's okay.
Is there a problem?
No, it's no problem. No,
I
she
never
was
pay
just
attention to what
I,
you're saying.
you know
here.
what? I can imagine this has been made in a boardroom somewhere, and they're talking about, yeah, we have this guy. He's not very, in touch. He's a bit old-fashioned, a bit out of fashion. He doesn't have a Vodafone, right? And then we have this slick customer here. She's wearing our brand colour, and she's on Vodafone. She's making that call. Martin Freeman, he's like just he's a goofball, isn't he?
Well, I'm glad that we've got to the root of this entire situation.
We have to play this again. Go on, hit it again. Hit that play. Oh, wait, is it automatically playing again?
He's automatically on a
Fans,
loop.
we can just keep on watching. There's so much more to see. Actually, quite a nice car he's got, even if it is, a bit small.
Again, is this all tying into this apparent character of his?
Keep packing.
I finished.
We'll unpack it.
Yeah, why?
Okay.
Is it my best idea is he just wants everyone to look casual?
Subplot the prawns. Just get ruined.
Very important. Everything needs a fucking B plot these days. Doesn't it? Yeah, A plot. We got the B plot.
Implied romance between him and the woman in
Oh yeah, locking eyes for a second
red
there.
blouse.
Well, I suppose it's like a hand.
Stop talking.
Martin Freeman acting with his eyes again.
Yeah, he's
Entire career
he's
based
basically
on-
being adorable Martin Freeman character A. He's a bit of a bumbler. He keeps talking too long and people make him shut up. That's what he does.
Why are they taping off the scene?
Vodafone, power to you.
I think they just want it to look like this is a.
It's not like there's any public. No one lives in this crazy fantasy world. There is I saw one pedestrian then. These two people apparently exist. For all I know, they're just trapped in this eternal cycle of taking things out of their car and putting them back into their car. But apart from that, I don't think anyone populates this. That's probably why it's so easy to steal those diamonds, isn't it? They just walked in.
The stupid thing is, what looks weirder than unpacking your shopping back into a trolley?
Again, which is making me think, is that really the reason? That's they want them to just look normal. So, pack it again, just act casual. Is that why, or again, are they just?
Yeah, that's what is.
Exactly. I
seems
agree with
poorly
you.
thought
That's I guess the idea they want, and it also adds that funny line. Oh, I've just packed it. Oh, right, you should probably do what they're saying, Martin. Don't. It's very British of you, but
Outstanding indoor coverage on our most
Spits
reliable
him.
network ever. Vodafone,
Really?
power to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the criminal's like.
no. I don't think wouldn't have someone spitting at someone while they're
Yeah, that would be a bit of a low note.
crossing the
wouldn't it?
line.
Maybe he just sort of aggressively goes
I
at
think
him.
that was that's the classic.
head.
Oh, let me at him sort
Yeah.
of thing. But the police is
Scrappy-Doo.
holding him back.
Keep packing.
Yeah,
He's
it's like
got a good voice, though, isn't
It's
it?
like I guess it's kind of like, well, don't look at me. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep packing. Then he says, but I'm already packing. He's like, well, he's not expecting him to answer back, so he's kind of like,
It's okay.
well, unpack it then. Maybe he's like he's an idiot
yeah,
criminal.
It could be. I mean, he is acting pretty stupidly, isn't he? There's not much rhyme or reason behind what he's doing.
Who does your suits?
He doesn't really come across that threatening.
I suppose it's like
That's what I don't get about him.
Stop talking.
He just seems
I
more
mean,
like
this
annoyed.
is probably like daytime TV friendly, so it's not like he's going to be like a terrifying thug.
No, but even then, wouldn't you
It's
come
I
out
think
and
it's
have like?
essentially meant to be light-hearted. even
Would
though
you not like
they've picked quite a dark subject matter?
He doesn't even crack his fists or something, or crick his neck
Vodafone.
Yeah,
and and stand up real straight, looming over him, sort of.
yeah, it's not particularly threatening.
He's not threatening at all. He just looks like he's annoyed.
The dark subtext is that until the moment you see that briefcase, if you don't pick up in the briefcase, all you know is they've committed a crime. These guys could have just murdered a bunch of people and they're running away from the police. You don't know they've really done a robbery. So subtext is like murderers are going around and you've got to call them in. So you've got to have a Vodafone SIM.
Except she never even calls him in. The police do just turn up. I mean, of course they would.
I'm watching her. I'm seeing what she's up to.
I'm telling you.
Right now.
She wasn't even calling.
Next time you see her, her phone is nowhere near her head.
Well, I suppose it's like a hand.
Stop talking.
His eyes.
She's got her phone. She's got her phone clutched to her chest, so maybe she.
I'm on Vodafone.
But she's not in the middle of a call or anything either.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. What's he do here? Does he?
Outstanding
Yeah, no, he's like, oh,
most reliable
I'll
network ever.
I'll hit
Vodafone.
that man. He
Power to you.
ruined everything. Yeah, Scooby-Doo level of intimidation, isn't it?
I think we go on to the next in the series. That's my shout, and we see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Keep packing.
What are you giving it out of 10?
Out of 10, I was not.
10.
I was
Yeah,
not,
well, you're
not aware
rating.
there was a 10.
Yeah, you're going to rate the ad.
Prawns aren't gonna last long in this heat.
Oh, because I initially I was outraged by this advert. I thought it was misleading. Now I'm just more confused. So I'm less like
It's
angry at
actually
it.
very incoherent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I don't even want to say like amateurish. I can't. Obviously, the people who work with this are consummate professionals. I mean, Vodafone's marketing team must be very well paid. And that stuff.
Yeah,
And this
I
is clearly a
imagine
high
so.
budget, just cast alone, let alone the cinematography. But it
Outstanding
just
indoor
again, like
coverage
you said
on our
before,
most
this is a
reliable
boardroom
network ever. Vodafone.
advert. This is ticking boxes that we aren't aware of. This is.
Martin
Is this
Freeman,
hitting
I
our
think, is-
18 to
I think
32 demographic?
Yeah, I think this is all about.
Who's buying?
There's
And
probably a
again,
lot of
who's buying a
research has gone
Vodafone
behind
phone?
it.
Maybe we've already tapped into one of the markets, so we're trying to tap into a different market. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what kind of age group do you think they're going for with this? I mean, of course.
Well, unpack
You
it.
know what? I think they're trying to. They're going for the middle-aged people.
Yeah, this
you
is.
know? I think they're honestly perhaps trying to peddle the myth of. Oh well, in case of emergency, you want to be
Well,
on a Vodafone.
that's the thing. Yeah,
that's one
maybe,
thing.
maybe they're going for the because a lot of people.
I mean, who does Martin Freeman appeal to?
Well, again, the most recent thing is his biggest thing is probably Sherlock, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Talking. I am.
I think you're right though about the older demographic because
I'm on Vodafone.
normally you'd see adverts for phone. Oh, how powerful are they? And put these amazing stats.
Yeah,
but there's a
it's
huge contingent of people who don't care
funny
about that, do
thing,
they?
It's all about security.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who
Reliable.
own a phone literally because it is like a lifeline, emergency or something sort of thing, isn't it? Imagine the amount of elderly people that have, mobile phones bought for them by their children just to keep on them in case something goes wrong, and they don't care about anything apart from can I call my daughter in an emergency.
Good point.
That's
So
where it
I'm
comes
giving them a
across as.
solid 3 out of 10. Successful preying on the elderly.
I-
Can't diss
I
Martin.
would
He
have-
does what Martin does.
I was originally
He
more of
looks
like a 2.
Adorable, doesn't he?
I'd give it. Did you say 3? You gave
I'm
it?
giving it a 3, and the production value's there, but the narrative's weak.
I think. I want to say 4, but no, 3. You're right. A 3 is a good
Solid
number.
3. Well, there you go. We went slightly over 10 loops.
You don't want to make it a nice round 20 now.
Don't want to subject the world to 3 minutes of silence. I don't know if there's much more to unpack.
I think. I think we did this 100 times and we can
Alright,
still
we'll
find
keep
stuff.
going.
Reliable network ever. Vodafone. Power to you.
How long has Martin Freeman been standing there for the prawn to just turn into this long grey thing? Like, has he just literally been stood there holding that bag of shopping for like 3 hours? Because it presumably he was going to load this prawn into his car. He's going to drive back through urban traffic to his house.
And he's complaining about the heat. I don't know about you, but like if you're in a supermarket, they're usually quite well.
Yeah, he would have come out of
It came out of the presumably a very very chilled like fish
Yeah.
section of the supermarket. Obviously, it's not like an actual market. He didn't get this from a fish stall. He's in a multi-story car park. So he's got this from a
Also
chill
not
building.
particularly hot.
And car parks again. Are car parks known for their being warm?
I suppose it's like a
Does that guy in that black suit look hot? Do you?
No.
Another false premise.
What do you mean?
They're lying about the heat.
I'm on Vodafone.
I'm just not believing it. My disbelief is not suspended.
And you wouldn't have, like the slightest, pit stains on any of these. Especially the police. Come on, they're doing a tough job, and apparently it's
Opening
already
shot
hot.
looks warm. I'll give them that.
It looks like the evening
It's
though.
central London, I think.
Doesn't
I
it?
think
Doesn't
I
it look
saw
like
it
this is
there.
kind of approaching sundown sort of time?
Well, I can tell you what time it is. It's 4:54 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yeah, it's on her phone.
Oh god, it is, isn't it? That
So-
almost seems too early then in that case. 'Cause if it's summer, that the way it's lit on that external shot, doesn't it seem to you like that's kind of approaching dusk? If that was summer, it would
Yeah.
not be that.
Yeah.
That was just a bit early, really, isn't it?
Bar the criminals, they're living in some sort of urban utopia where
When no one's allowed to be around.
multi-story car parks are mostly empty at 4:54.
Well, that's the thing. We said it's mostly empty, but there's quite a few cars in there, I guess. But just no. It's very well lit, this car park. I can only see ceiling lights, but every single corner, I can't see a single shadow.
It's interesting that they're not only are they putting the tape up, they've got cameras out, they're taking pictures of the location.
Yeah,
which
that's
is basically just the place they just happen to have landed.
Yeah, it has no bearing on.
It hasn't really got any.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe this goes all the way to the top, and they need all the evidence they can get.
Yeah, this is a big case. I just cannot understand that. They're like they've parked in the most difficult location. They're just like that place between those two people
Yeah,
talking
why-
to each other,
why?
having a conversation. They'd swerve around some trolleys and pull in between two.
Are we to just
cars.
understand that they just randomly pull into a spot and it just so happened they were next to these two people? And look, and she's just got off. Look at it, she's holding it that angle.
Yeah,
Are we to assume that they can't see this?
the guy on the right, Vinnie
even
Jones,
do
looked
anything.
definitely can see her on the phone.
Who does your suits?
Yeah, he just kind of just stands there.
I suppose it's like a
What's his role? Obviously, he's like the dog's body sort
Yeah,
of thing,
he's
isn't he?
meant
He's
to
not the
look a little
henchman,
bit
but then he's also not intimidating in the slightest.
I'm on Vodafone.
full bars.
Good eyesight though. Look at that. He's about 3 meters away, and he spotted the amount of bars she had on her phone.
Yeah, from a brief flashing. Yeah, my goodness.
Well done, Martin.
Well, that is not going to be Luke 3.
was that 20?
I was about to start clawing our
we
eyes
certainly
out.
did it.
Well,
We've learnt a lot today.
that's including I did set the input volume slightly too high.
Yeah.
It would destroy all this footage. 'Cause it's,
it's worthless.
it's not passing my rigorous standards.
I say we go on to Martin Freeman, bumbling Vodafone man.
We
advert
shall
number
investigate.
2. Yeah, we'll find
more
another one. We'll listen
adverts.
to it, and we'll see what comes out of it.
Thank you for sticking around, you poor fools.
Possibly existing human being.
Goodbye.
Bye.